Good morning, morning breathers. And as Matt would say, ahoy.
Ahoy. Jeff's already checked in, said ahoy.
We already got an ahoy going?
Yeah.
Ahoy to you, Matt.
Ahoy,
Boss man
Tim.
Matt.
Ahoy. Ahoy, ahoy.
And ahoy to you, Uber producer Nick.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. Ahoy to us all. And to ahoy a good night.
Right.
Yeah.
That.
Well, let's just try that. Hey, I'm back.
You're back. Tim's back.
It seems like I've been gone a while.
Well,
the last couple weeks.
You were gone, what, 4 days, 3 days the week before, and 2 days last week? And
Yeah. That's all right. I needed to take a drive.
That's
I was
good.
taking a little drive on Wednesday.
The long car made it out and back. And
Boy, I got some work done on it, and she's just running like a top now.
that's good.
No problems.
That's good.
Yeah, that was nice. So me and a couple of friends went out to. We were in the outer reaches of South Dakota.
You went to Deadwood, right?
We were in Deadwood.
I forgot that last week when you told me. We talked about it on Wednesday before you left, and then on Thursday I'm like, I don't know where Tim is, and it's like I do know where Tim is. I absolutely know where Tim is.
Make it sound like we don't talk.
I know, but it's like, dude, we actually talked about it on the show on Wednesday, and by Thursday I'm like, I don't know.
He's just gone.
He's gone.
Hell with him. So that's a hell of a drive, by the way.
How far?
It was 800 miles
Ooh, geez.
one way, and I split it up. So the Wednesday we went out and stayed in Sioux Falls for the night, and then drove the rest of the way in, which was, 5.5 hours from there.
Right. Yeah,
So
yeah, you're not even there yet.
yeah, but I drove home
One shot.
yesterday. We got up at it's on Mountain Time. Deadwood is.
It's that far. It's
Yeah.
that far over there.
Yeah, you can see Russia from.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you were that far.
That felt like it. But left at 5 o'clock Mountain Time yesterday morning, and other than some just normal stops for
Right.
bodily needs,
That happened.
we had one good stop for breakfast, and that was it. And I got home at 6:30 about.
Yeah. Well, driving is, you're just driving. You're just sitting there, right? But there's almost nothing more exhausting than just driving all day long.
It was all right. You're right. That's a long time to sit and pay attention.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Because the speed limit out there is different. It's 80.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
Just on the interstates or just everywhere?
I don't know. I was on 95 or 90 or whatever the hell it was, 90. And so 88 it was.
Yeah, there you go.
But oddly enough, there was I didn't get past. So I thought, maybe they have less of a fudge zone out there. And maybe 84 is okay. So I basically drove home 84, 85.
Yeah. Well, you made it.
Yeah, I'm here.
Here you go.
So welcome me back.
So did you buy a cowboy hat or chaps?
Oh, I had a cowboy hat.
Yeah, you had that.
Hell
Did
yeah.
you take it with you and wear it the
You
whole
damn
time?
skippy, I
right,
did. Hell yeah. Everybody wears a cowboy hat out there.
Yeah.
You're a cowboy.
Did they make you sheriff or anything cool while you're out there?
No, but I did. No, not sheriff. I did go see.
Special deputy.
Here's my rule, Matt. Avoid law at all costs, no matter what.
Whether it's for good or bad.
Don't make a scene. Don't volunteer to be. I don't want to volunteer to be Festus. Anything like that.
So it obviously Deadwood. I'm guessing it's just big tourist stuff. But is it like all Old West? That's just the whole thing with it, or?
Well, that's its claim to fame. And you can walk around, and it's not a very big town at all. You could easily walk it from Main Street from top to bottom. And but there's lots of old pictures there. So there's many buildings that are still there, not from the very first Deadwood, because that was pretty much all wood and tent.
Right.
But lots of cool stuff. I really, that's my second time out there. I really like the hills and the people from the Montanas, and there was guys I met from Montanas and Dakotas, and they're like us. We take Iowa for granted,
right?
And they take that for granted. I said, this is really neat out there. The Black Hills, driving through that,
yeah.
Really cool stuff. they have in a town just next door to Deadwood. There's a town called Lead, and Lead has the biggest gold mine. Had the biggest gold mine in North America ever. I never knew that.
I wouldn't have guessed that in South Dakota.
I had no idea. I had no idea. I would think that Ray would know that.
Yeah, Ray. Well, Ray might check in. And tell us that.
I had no idea it existed, and it is no longer functioning. They got all the gold they could, apparently.
Right.
But the underground, it goes down to 8,000 feet.
Oh, geez.
Now, what I didn't find out is, I'm not sure where they are sea level wise. So, whatever. That's a deep hole.
That's a big hole.
And there are it's a honeycomb of shafts going, I don't know, a few miles underground, horizontally.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know how I'd feel about being there you go, Ray. The first Deadwood with buildings burned to the ground.
Yep.
Yeah. Being a miner would be, you take a special kind of human to work underground and all that stuff. My great-grandfather, I think, down around Centerville is big coal mining area. Mm-hmm. And he died of black lung. I never knew him. But But every day you just go underground.
And breathe that dust.
Breathe that dust.
No, thank you.
No.
So I'm sure that there were several deaths. There was lots, I spent just a few hours at this thing, and there were several deaths, but this company was known for its safety and would do whatever it took. And then it spent a lot of money on getting fresh air in, and, kill the canary. You don't want to kill the canary.
Don't kill the canary.
So that was really pretty interesting. The only thing that made that better, if I could have taken a damn cart down in it and
rode around.
Yeah.
Do the whole Indiana Jones thing where you just
see, that'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Get on a cart, see how fast you can go. Roller coaster.
At about a mile down, it is now. So the mine is still used. I hope you people find this interesting. Just Matt and I are just talking.
Yeah, we're just talking. Used for what, though?
It's used for scientific study of dark matter. There's matter that flies around. This is over my head, guys. There's just all kinds of. There's a name for this kind of matter that there's billions of it, and it flows through us right now, and we don't know it. And they're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And apparently, you do that best without all the other white noise that's going on from the lights and cameras.
Well,
and
a mile
actions.
underground, you're not going to get that. It's got to be
should.
pretty dark and pretty quiet down there.
Should be.
Tim or Ray wants to know if you got to see any of the grave sites.
I did go. I just drove up to the graveyard where Calamity Jane and Wild Bill. I'm not quite sure who else was buried up there, but I did see where that was, Ray. That it's kind of a pretty spot, but it's also difficult to get to. It's like,
yeah. Well, in the Old West, they just took the horses up there. It wasn't meant for long cars.
It wasn't. Well, I took a taxi.
And
And here's why. I got the long car in a parking spot, and I didn't want to move it.
He's like, I'm staying right here.
I was afraid I was not going to get parking is a premium down there.
I'm sure.
So I tried Uber, but no go.
No. Well,
Taxi. He's a nice guy. Boy, he had a story. Hey, we could go on and on, but the first thing I better say is the Southeast Iowa Union. We are sponsored by KCTC. It's been a while.
I messed it up. I've heard it 150 times, and I still messed it up. Thank you, Casey.
Thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC. And the Morning Beth crew this morning, the three of us, gentlemen, we are sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you, Willie.
We got a few people checking in this morning.
Okay.
Denise says ahoy. My mom, who is kind of protesting the ahoy thing.
Is she on board now?
She said, and she put a little smiley emoji up there, said ahoy, and she said it with a smile.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Hey, Mom, now it's time to take the next step.
Yeah.
When you go to the bank, ahoy somebody.
Yeah. The next step is to actually mean it when you say it. Yeah. I mean, and more. Jimmy says ahoy. Jimmy says, yay, Willie.
Yay, Willie. Yay, Willie.
Yeah. Willie graduated from Sheraton High School a long time ago.
Okay.
And just got put into the Sheraton High School Hall of Pride this past weekend.
Oh, we are.
I don't know. Good for Willie.
No, that's awesome.
he said something about me, and I said, no, it ain't happening. I'm not, never. He goes, well, I'll nominate you. And I said, I think God Almighty himself would have to nominate me, and it would still be a split vote.
It'd be close.
Still be a split vote. I don't think I'm getting any Hall of Prides or Hall of Fames or any of that stuff.
One never knows.
Yeah, well, I have a pretty good idea that probably not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay, what else has been happening here? So I've been away. I saw when I came back, Highway 78's open.
it is.
This is a big deal.
Yeah.
I feel like for 4 years I haven't been able to go through Brighton
Yeah, no kidding.
and to get to Fairfield or anything west of there.
It should be good now, though. They got both tabs closed or opened back up now. They did.
I'll be darned.
So we went to my wife and I went to Thirsty Camel this weekend to eat.
Oh, yeah.
And the road to Columbus Junction.
Yep.
So when you go, and maybe you've been over there, but if you go down G36 and come down on the detour, right where the detour comes out, there's no road.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. The road is gone, and it doesn't look like they're in any big hurry to get that thing done.
They claim, so the word on the street from people in that neighborhood are mid-November, it will be paved.
Well, it is.
And then they start shoulder work.
Yeah, it is nothing right now.
It is a lot of nothing. There's not one lick of pavement.
Nope.
Now, my son farms over that way. So on this side of 92, so Ainsworth side,
Right, they've got some.
it's gravel.
Yeah.
So he can get to his farm and haul grain and so on and so forth. But
I guess I didn't pay enough attention. I just assumed they were doing a bridge, but no, they're doing that whole road.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah. So.
Widening shoulders. It's going to be nice. When
And
it's done.
it needed it. It was a.
It needed shoulders for sure.
Yeah.
Heavily traveled road.
Ahoy, Paula.
Ahoy, Paula. Who else is there, Jimmy? All right. So that's open. That's a big deal. I'm just going to find a reason to go that way now.
Just go to Fairfield.
I'm just gonna pop in and see William Fairfield or something.
Yeah. They got a Taco John's in Fairfield. You can just go over there for Taco John's.
I've never thought of that.
6-pack and a pound.
So there's something else. So remember, you guys opened my eyes to High Chai.
Yeah, High Chai.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell that was.
Yeah,
and now this 6-pack and a pound.
There you go.
You ever been to Taco John's?
No, but I've only been to one. I've only had Chick-fil-A twice in my life.
I think I've only had it once or twice. I haven't had it very often.
Chick-fil-A is pretty good.
But I went to the store. The one time they had it, I had it out at the golf course. And so me and a friend, we were going to Des Moines last week, whatever day it was. And he goes, hey, you want to stop at Chick-fil-A? I've never been in one. So we did. And the service is really pretty spectacular there. I mean, they have something. Yeah, my pleasure.
Did you?
I mean,
see the
everybody
chicken
has to say
sandwich
that.
we showed. I think it's Thursday.
I couldn't see it. I could only hear you.
I think he's in New York. Chicken sandwich. It was just a chicken sandwich, but the claw was still on the chicken, and it was just in between two pieces of bread. I mean, it was a sandwich, and the chicken claw was sticking out.
Well, you mean the foot, the chicken foot?
Yeah.
Some people eat chicken feet.
Well, this was all fried. They said you couldn't eat it, but they fried the whole thing, and it looked like a chicken claw.
I think you can eat. It's chicken foot, Matt.
Whatever. You knew what I was talking about.
I think you can eat them. I'm not saying I would.
Yeah. Well, it was we decided we'd eat the sandwich. We'd leave the foot.
You could chew around it.
It just stuck out the side of the bun. I think
It did. Is that what they did for every sandwich?
for this chicken sandwich.
So if you ordered a chicken sandwich at that place, you got
Got a foot
you got a foot with it.
or a claw.
Okay.
Either way.
Claw. All right. 7. Maybe you ready to take a break?
Let's go for
You
it.
have your fingers all rested up?
Yeah.
All right. Stretch. Do some yoga. Ready to go? We'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with a flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with C-First today and see why together is better.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Good morning, morning breathers. Welcome back, and ahoy.
Ahoy.
Boy.
That will be our assignment for the week. Use ahoy somewhere else besides our show, and describe how that went. That was so we'd like to know.
All right.
What are people going to say? Not just for us. Our listening audience should try it as well.
Just a lot of weird stares.
I don't know. Somebody might perk up and say, "Why, ahoy, Matt."
Ahoy. Ahoy.
That you're not even speaking to, because we have a bunch of listeners that
I know.
don't listen. That don't this.
We're getting more people watching too. It's growing. The number's growing.
We're growing.
Not like by thousands.
Listen, we have to grow, on purpose. We need a purpose.
It's slow, intentional.
Slow, intentional. It's like trying to lose weight.
Yes.
You don't want to drop 40 pounds in a day.
Well, I kind of do.
Not in a day.
Yeah, I'm good with it. It's fine.
But what about next week?
Well,
Jeez, I'm hungry.
yeah. Well, I know. 40 pounds in a day. Put 10 back on tomorrow. It's all right. I
I
lost
still
40.
won.
I still 40.
Now you're down 30.
Now I'm down 30, and I'm good with that too.
A win's a win.
A win's a win.
All
You
right.
take the W's where you can get them.
You bet. You bet. You have some stuff? Because I have more on my brain.
Oh, please go.
I didn't even know this was here.
Yeah. Hey. Well, Denise Herbal Dean was in on Friday.
Denise, I missed it.
Yeah.
But here's the glory of YouTube. I can go back and
You can
watch
go back
it.
and watch it. And she was great, and we had a good time. And Denise is a runner. And so we talked a little bit about that, but then I had some kind of funny running stories, but we got talking about other things, which was awesome. And
That's
we
what
didn't get to
happened.
this. So
That's what happened.
So anyway, we don't have to talk about this now. It'll still be here.
I didn't even see it.
We'll talk about whatever you want to, Tim.
Because when you came in, you said, I'm out of crap.
Well,
I don't know what to do. Let's talk about your trip. So I thought I just had page one.
Yeah, no, we got stuff, but if you got other stuff, let's talk about that.
Well, I can't remember now, but I knew. Here's what I was thinking. Nobody cares about the WNBA anymore.
No. In fact, it's so funny. I do know who won. I can't remember right now.
Is
I
it
looked
over?
up. No. Just
No,
they
it
played.
can't be.
First games of the second round started yesterday.
And they're still best of three, aren't they?
They're best of 5 now. And so this is the semifinals.
Okay.
And I think Connecticut, the Sun beat Minnesota for game 1.
Okay.
And New York
That's
beat-
going to be
Yeah.
these Final Fours, these semis are going to be good.
and New York beat Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah. By like 10.
I think Las Vegas, their run might be over.
Yeah, well,
Two straight?
But yeah, they got beat by 10. So anyway, it's a best of 5. So anyway, I knew it was on yesterday, and I knew it started yesterday. So I thought, well, whatever. And I flipped it on like 2 minutes. I'm like, nah, I'm out, man.
Yep.
I can't do it.
I'm sorry, it's not over, folks. I'm sure you know what I mean. It's not over.
It's not over.
It's not Caitlin.
Yeah, and it's It's
not Caitlin.
It's not Caitlin. I'm checked in for Caitlin. Yeah. Now, I mean, we know who Asia Wilson is now. We know Sabrina Ionescu. We know some of these other players.
Oh, I don't know Sabrina.
Well, these there's others.
Okay.
That are on other teams, and we know a hell of a lot more about the WNBA this time than we did last year. At this
Absolutely.
time, right?
I mean, it was a point of conversation this year.
Yeah, for like the whole summer, and yeah, so we know all about it. The popularity's growing, the ratings are growing, the money's growing. It's all great, but if Caitlin's not playing, I'm kind of out.
We're out. I'm out. So that was the one thing I was going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, see, just like that.
All
Things
right.
just pop into my head. Remember we got people up on the International Space Station. When, Boeing took them up. And
Can't get them home.
well, they wanted to be home, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But NASA would not allow them to jump on the Boeing return flight, which, by the way, came home safely. No problems.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. Everything was fine. Landed, it's back.
But they wouldn't let them on because they were afraid there was.
It could. NASA doesn't like astronauts not coming home.
Understandably,
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't like that either.
I don't want that either. But there's an inherent risk in that space travel. Not near as much as I took by
Just going
driving
to Deadwood.
to Deadwood. No, there's inherent risk to that. So
Well, those guys are hitching a ride with SpaceX or something, aren't they?
yeah, SpaceX then said, we'll go get them. Just fire up the Tesla. No, that's SpaceX, so I don't know what they call it. But so that thing took off like this weekend to go get them and bring them home in February. Come on, it doesn't take that long.
It takes that long.
It doesn't take that long,
Well,
does it?
one day we had a fun fact that it's like 60 miles to space.
Yeah,
It's like an hour straight up.
Well, except that's just the first part.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure that the space station is not like right above the atmosphere.
Let's just get it. Just get it to orbit, just barely. So apparently it takes a while, but maybe it's crewed too. I don't know. I didn't get in to read that much about it, but I know it's taken off to bring them home for February.
Wow, who knew?
Not I. Did
Well-
you know that, Nick? We're
NASA has a zero tolerance for astronaut deaths.
Yep. As well they should.
As well they should.
As well they should.
Yeah.
Thirsty Camel is still open?
It is, Jeff.
remembers that.
Yeah, it is. It's good.
Yeah. It was for sale? Did it sell? Do you know? Did you ask?
Didn't
Is
care.
everything still the same?
Seems to be the same.
Okay.
Been going over there for a little while now.
I feel like it's for sale, but maybe they took it off the market. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Yeah. So, yeah.
yeah,
So if it takes from now, wherever the International Space
it
Station
can't
is,
take like 4 months.
if it
to get
takes
there.
that long, so Elon Musk wants to go to Mars.
Oh, you better start now.
Well,
Elon.
I read something about it, but he wants to go to Mars. He wants to populate Mars is what he wants to do, but he wants to do some trips there. How long would it take to get to Mars?
Gonna need you on this one, Ray,
Yeah,
because
no
it's a long way, and I don't mind Elon dreaming big. You might as well dream big.
Yeah.
Perhaps there's a different place we can go, but there's something about Mars that apparently got him stoked.
Well, I don't think Elon's like, well, let's just go to the moon. He's like, well, let's go to Mars.
Anybody could do that.
And then we'll go to the sun.
Moon?
Go to the sun.
Go to the sun. Let's just go to the sun. We'll build some special suits and go to the sun.
That is the true meaning of going to the light.
Don't go into the light.
Jesus,
you
take
will
the
burn
wheel.
a fiery death. Don't go into the light.
Poof, you're gone.
You're gone.
And poof, you're gone. 7:39. Let's take our last break, shall we?
All right.
All right, we'll be right back.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hey, you want to see something really scary?
3, chills, and things that go bump in the night. The Russell's House of Terror.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Welcome back, Morning Brothers. Happy Monday.
Monday.
I don't think I've said Happy Monday yet.
Happy Monday. Ray says Earth will eventually get pulled into the sun. Mars is the next closest place that might have water.
Well, thanks for that uplifting thought, Ray. We're getting sucked into the sun.
We're going to get sucked into the sun.
We're soon going to be a big black hole or something, aren't we?
Probably be a few years after I'm gone.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so.
Let us hope so. So I did a little more looking up of this SpaceX thing.
Yeah.
They actually left, did I say Saturday? I did. They left Saturday. And it turns out the SpaceX Dragon left Cape Canaveral the same time I left Deadwood. And they arrived at the International Space Station before I friggin' got back to Washington. So they were there yesterday. And they're doing experiments for 5 months.
For 5 months.
So look, if you're going to make a trip, you might as well make. It's not like you don't want to go to the grocery store and just pick up a loaf of bread. But don't get the
those
bologna.
Astronauts they were like supposed to come home a while ago. They're probably like, all right, my ride's here, I'm out. And it's like, no, 5 months.
But what they need somebody else to take over. I mean, how many experiments can they do?
Well, aren't they up there and they're like Russians and all this other stuff up there too?
I think it was just those two up there.
I don't know.
Who knows? Let's get set for the day.
Set for the day. Time 7:43 a.m. It is the 30th day of September. We are almost out of September already. Temperature right now, Fairfield, Mount Pleasant, Washington, 59 degrees. Sunny and clear skies today with a high of 84 and a low of 54 this evening. And I think it's going to cool down after today. Things to do in Fairfield area, the Widow Clequot. And I had to do...
What?
I looked
what
it
the
up.
what?
I looked it up, and I even did the phonetic so I could say it.
Oh, okay.
Clequot. The Widow Clequot.
Clequot
is playing at the Fairfield Arts and Convention Center, presented by Cinema Fairfield tonight and tomorrow, beginning at 7 p.m. both nights. And the Henry County Public Health is holding their Happy Feet program at the Public Health Office in Mount Pleasant from 1 to 4 every Monday afternoon.
Happy feet are the best feet.
Happy Feet are the best feet. It's also homecoming week in Mount Pleasant. I'm pretty sure they played Washington on Friday. So
really?
Big game.
2 homecomings in a row. Did Washington have homecoming?
Yep.
We did.
They won.
Homecoming.
We won? Who'd we play?
35-0 against Keokuk.
Against Keokuk.
Keokuk.
Yep.
Okay.
And Mount Pleasant ran into a buzzsaw like the number 3 ranked Mount Vernon, and they had to travel to Mount Vernon, and that didn't go so well. And Fairfield got beat by Benton County, and anyway.
Jeez.
But Washington won. Anyway, homecoming in Mount Pleasant this week. Tomorrow, the Washington cross country team has its home meet. I believe they only have the one a year. It is at the Washington Golf and Country Club starting at 4:45 p.m. The varsity starts at 4:45.
They're going to have problems if I'm out on the golf cart. I kind of spray the ball around a little bit.
I kind of think you're going to have the problem. I think they're going to just take over.
Oh, the hell. Okay.
I
never thought of that.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Oh, this for you. This day in history. On this day in 2008, SpaceX successfully launched Falcon 1, becoming the first privately owned company to send a liquid-fueled rocket into orbit.
How apropos.
This
is this day in history, and we just happen to talk about
2008, so that's been a few years ago, launched their first rocket.
That is amazing.
Do you want to answer that?
Oh, Ray, or no, Jeff. The long car. I happen to be the proud owner of a limo.
Yeah,
but it's nothing fancy. It's just a 6-door long car, and instead of calling it the limo, I like calling it the long car.
Right. The limo's pretentious. The long car's fun.
Long car sounds like fun, and it's just 3 rows and goes 88 miles an hour. pretty easy. Okay, that's what it is, Jeff.
So, a while ago, I got a mood ring.
Okay. I remember these.
Yeah.
Do you remember those?
Yeah, I remember those.
Okay.
And I had one. And then this weekend, I'm looking all around. I'm looking all over my house. I can't find it. It's missing. I don't know how I feel about that.
Problems. You take them one at a time, Nick. Remember that. I'll take them one at a time. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this show. No matter what, we always have fun over here.
We have fun. Thanks for coming along.
We appreciate you being a part of our conversations about whatever we talk about. But we do thank you for joining. We do thank our sponsors. We'll just plan on being back tomorrow. I think I'm here all week.
All right.
What do you think about that?
That's good for me. Maybe I'll take some time off.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Jeff says he's hoping for a retired hearse. It's not.
No, it's not a hearse. I did have a friend that had one, though. That was kind of fun to drive around in high school. But
I think it'd be creepy having a hearse.
So my neighbor. So now
we're over.
But
whatever.
My neighbor, when I lived in Cresco, he ran marathons. He was older. I mean, he was like in his 70s as my neighbor, but he ran marathons his whole life. At one time he had the world record for the most marathons run in a calendar year, and it was like 70 or something. It was crazy. He'd run one on Saturday and run on Sunday. But anyway, he just traveled all over the country and ran marathons. And he bought a hearse, and he lived in his hearse. Because as he
makes
traveled,
a lot of sense.
Yeah,
you can lay down.
Yeah.
It's already set up to lay down.
He had a casket in there for his bed.
Well, you could do that, or you could just put a mattress down.
Just put a bed in. I don't think he went the whole casket route, but
I understand. If you wanted to use a casket, it'd be easier to cool and heat that part.
Yeah, I would think. Anyway,
rather than the whole car.
He just drove a hearse around from marathon to marathon and stayed in there.
Now you know that. See, he got some notoriety. I'm sure
he did.
You sleep in that thing?
Yeah,
sleep in it. I live in it.
You ran 70 marathons. Who cares? You live in a hearse.
Yeah. I don't like to drive that far, honestly.
He was running one marathon. He never dropped out of a marathon. Never. If he started, he finished.
That is incredible.
He had one where his thigh muscle, quad, ripped completely off the bone during a race, and he finished the race dragging his leg because he would not drop out of the race.
I don't know what to call that, but I want that dude.
There's a few words for that, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what to call that, so we're just going to let that go. Once again, thank you all for joining. We will be back tomorrow bright and early, so happy Monday. Make sure I want you all, Morning Breathers, to ahoy somebody special. And then let's talk about it tomorrow. Until then, have a great day.